I have been working with this drum machine since 2012. I found this unit on eBay. It was stored in recording facilities in LA. And when I received it, the machine itself was working properly. Everything about it was fine, though there were some cosmetic issues. As you can see, there's some tape goo here, and the corner of the panel is broken right here. Yeah, evidently that machine has been used in the 80s a lot. This is the KORG DDD-1 that was released in 1986. Supposedly, this was the first drum machine to be touch sensitive, though when I'm using it, I am always canceling, you know, the velocity sensors because I don't like it at all. I want it to be as flat as it could be. It sounds pretty good. I love the snare. The kick is really sharp. Funny thing is that I have been saying for years that this is like a cheap Linn drum because yeah, you know, it's a rumpler, and yeah, every pad triggers a sample. It's pretty much closer to a Linn drum, let's say, than a TR-808. So this is a pretty straightforward drum machine. To today's standard, I mean, it's not easy to program, I have to say. As you can see, there's a lot of little menus right there, and you know, to access each parameters, you have to dial in a lot of information, and then you can program the patterns and you can build them into songs. I haven't even digged into this kind of programming with it. I'm using it with my DAW most of the time. Yeah, this drum machine has some cool feature built into it. For instance, you can upload a cartridge to it and change the whole sounds of each pads, creating a whole new palettes, color palettes to work with. Though I don't own any cartridge and I haven't been able to try this yet. And quite frankly, about these cartridge, I'm not looking forward to seek one on eBay. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the factory sounds that are already built in the machine. Another cool feature about the DDD-1 is that it was also a sampler, but to sample with it, it seems that I would need a RAM card, which I don't have either. So, and I would guess that the sample time of this machine, it is probably around 1 second or 2 seconds maximum. And yeah, and also the sample rate would probably be very, very low. So lo-fi stuff. Yeah, so I haven't been able to try it and sample with it. But anyway, this is the parameters for the pad sound. Every sound can be detuned, so let's see. Tune. This machine is 34 years old, so the buttons are really sticky, and sometimes I have to push very hard. So let's have a look at the back of it. First you have the power inlet right there. Then you have MIDI in and MIDI out. So either you begin your chain with it or the chain ends with it. There's no MIDI through. So just beside the MIDI jacks you have tap, tempo and sustain foot switch. Pretty cool. Then I am assuming that we are entering the sampling territory of this machine. You have audio in jack, a trigger out jack, and a sample. This is the line out for the sampled sounds. Then we have what's the most useful for me about the DDD-1, which are the 6 individual outputs. Jack, yeah, because each of these outputs can be assigned to any of the drum sounds. Then you have the main output signal, which could be mono or stereo. And of course the headphone jack. Here is that you have a line out for the metronome. This could be useful. And then you have tape in and tape out, you know, to back up your sounds on a data set, or load in some sounds from a cassette tape. So yeah, these were the days. Just have a look in the video description. There's a link to a sample pack that I made from the sounds of this machine, record on cassette tape. Some of the sounds have been processed with different effects, different pedal effects that I own. And yeah, speaking of Prince, Purple Rain, yeah, KORG DDD-1, now Prince, two unrelated topics at first glance. But you know, I like to do this kind of thing, and maybe I will do it more in the future. So last week on Prince's YouTube channel, they released Prince and the Revolution Live, which was Prince and his band at the height of the Purple Rain tour in 1985, and it is an incredible show. If you haven't seen it as of now, let's hope it's still live on the channel. We see the tightness of the band, the choreography, the concept of the show, everything about it is awesome. So yeah, Purple Rain, the tour. And if you are a fan of the 1999 album, as I am, in the video description I have put a link that will take you straight to a podcast, which was released in November 2019, and it is called The Story of 1999, and it is made by the Minnesota Public Radio. And one last thing, this book, Let's Go Crazy by Alan Light, this incredible document chronicles the making of the album itself, the rehearsals for the tour, which were crazy, even how the movie got made. So have a look at this book. This is awesome.